So we got Dave Allen versus Johnny Fisher, part two. Now, as you know, mostly everybody thought Dave Allen got robbed in the first fight. And people saw the weigh-in the other day where Dave Allen came in at 265, Johnny Fisher 245. I was reading some of the comments, and people were like, "Oh, he looks like he took a dive," or "I hope he," or like he's gonna take a dive in the next fight. He must have got paid because you know let's just say that Dave Allen was looking rather rotund in the midsection, and you can't always go by that in the heavyweight division. Look at Andy Ruiz, but people in the comments were kind of writing Dave Allen off, and even he made a joke about it when he did his post weigh-in interview. He was like, "I look great, don't I?" So he wasn't taking himself too seriously physically. Says he doesn't diet, but he was prepared for the fight, and prepared he was. He went in there and just completely dominated Johnny Fisher. He said he knew he would beat him. He said, he's no world beater, meaning himself, but he said, I can beat fighters on this level. And he went in there and just totally beat him up. He said Johnny Fisher was running around, and he said that was the wrong game plan, almost saying I guess he was kind of afraid to get hit. And the way that Johnny Fisher fell was kind of alarming, and you don't want to see a guy fall like that. Even the towel came flying in, and a lot of people gave Dave Allen props for not celebrating really at the end of the fight. But you don't like to see a guy fall like that. In fact, I don't really like the way Johnny Fisher responds to being punched. Kind of reminds me of a heavyweight named Junior Fall. And if you saw his last fight, you're like, he might want to think about a new career. And a new career is what he thought about, apparently, because he got out of boxing. But when a guy falls like that, it's hard to come back from that. It's possible, but you don't want to see a guy take too many punches to the head and get that head trauma like that. So I hope Johnny Fisher and his team really think about his future in boxing. But I saw an interesting interview with Derek Chisora too after the fight, and someone asked Derek Chisora would Dave Allen be someone he'd like to fight, and he was like, "Man, come on, don't insult me." But what I really thought was funny is a young blonde woman comes up to Derek Chisora, and Derek says something about going out to eat at a restaurant or something. Well, first she hugged him, and then she turned him down in front of everybody. And I think it's on IFL if you guys want to check it out. But, she hugged him, and then when he mentioned the restaurant, she was like, "Restaurant?" She's like she wanted to eat by herself or something. I was like, wow. Derek Chisora said, "There's more I could say, but nah, you got turned down for everybody to see, Derek." And I thought Derek Chisora was married too. I try to stay out of fighters' private lives as much as I can, unless they make it public, like Derek Chisora did. So if you make it public, might as well talk about it. And he laughed it off, but I'm pretty sure he's embarrassed that she kept walking like, dude, please, I'm eating by myself. I ain't trying to eat with you. No Five Guys with her, Mr. Chisora. It's not going down. But Dave Allen, man, is he back? He doesn't really take himself that seriously. Like he said out of his own mouth, he's not a world beater, but he can beat fighters on that level. So we'll see what happens, man. He might be a gatekeeper for one of the up-and-coming fighters out there. So we'll see. It could be a gatekeeper for maybe Moses Atama, maybe a Vlad Sarenko. Might be interesting. But make sure to hit that thumbs up if you want to join. Hit the join button below. Backup platform and WJ. The Instagram, the J Roos Theory. The Cash App is $J Roos33, and that's Roos, not Ross. $ROOS. So make sure you donate and support the platform. I really appreciate it. And thanks for watching. LSR forever. Be fearless. Yay.